John 13:17 says, "If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them." In this chapter 13 in the book of John, we all know that it was captioned as Jesus washes the disciples' feet. Jesus was the model servant, and he showed his servant attitude to his disciples. Washing guests' feet was a job for a household servant to carry out when the guests arrived. But our Lord Jesus wrapped a towel around his waist as the lowliest slave would do, and washed and dried the disciples' feet. Remember, even Peter was so confused seeing his master behave like a slave. Peter still did not understand Jesus' teaching that to be a leader, a person must be a servant. Jesus takes some time to teach this man a lesson in servanthood that still speaks to us today. In these verses, Jesus reveals his heart and his mission. He proves to this man that he did not come to be served, but to serve. Mark 10:45. In showing himself to be a servant of men, Jesus left us a vivid portrait of the kind of heart we are to have for others. So Jesus gave us an expectation when he said, "If you knew these things, blessed are you if you do them." So Jesus says that if we know these things, we will be happy if we do them. Happy means blessed. When we take the example of Jesus and put it into action, we can be assured of the Lord's blessing on our lives. And remember, there is a special blessing for those who not only agree that humble service is Christ's way, but also follow through and do it. In fact, there will come a time when there will be no greater joy than that of being able to serve another in the name of the Lord. In this verse, we will find out that God's will for our lives is that we learn to give ourselves in service to others. As we look into these verses today, I challenge you to let the Lord speak to your heart that from today, we will be doers of His word, walk our talk, and live out the gospel. Jesus set the standard by which every one of his servants is to live their lives. In this action of Jesus, we can see him showing his followers that we are all expected to serve one another. He was willing to make himself the servant of all, and as a result, God has exalted him and given him a name that is above every name. Philippians chapter 2, verse 5 to 11. Jesus left us a wonderful example to follow. His life was lived in the service of others. If you were to sum up your life today, could you honestly say that others come before you in your thinking and in your serving? Can you honestly say that you are following the Lord's example to the best of your ability in all thy ways? God bless.